Hello everyone, Socket Monkey Garage here. This is Brandon. Thought I'd make this video just to share some insights that I gained thanks to a few helpful users, one in particular over on the Daytona Owners Forum. If you haven't checked it out, you should. Everyone there has been extremely helpful, but one user in particular, Pioneer 4x4, who had created a thread comparing the build sheets or the inventory listings between two differently configured models of Charger Daytonas. And through that, in my conversation with him, he shared how to download that build sheet, which that was actually something I didn't know how to do. I always knew how you could generate the Moroni or the window sticker using the VIN number and the URL on Dodge's website, but getting the actual equipment listing or build sheet, as it may be called, that was something new to me. So through what he shared, I was able to then take the POC, the priced order confirmation that my sales consultant had provided. I had at this point placed the order, so it showed up as a sold order, and my intent in doing that was to lock in one prior to the end of the first call program, which had been initially October 31st. So with this, I acquired the VIN number by going into the Dodge Owners portal and going into my vehicle orders and putting in the VON, the order number here. And eventually, a few days later, it showed up and I was able to get the VIN number here. And so then with that VIN number, I was able to come in and using the technique that Pioneer 4x4 showed me, I was able to pull this down. And I'll shoot another video. I'll share kind of all the various, very granular equipment listing that it provides. But more importantly, there's a few things at the end that I found very fascinating, and thanks to the new ChatGPT search, I was able to get some insights into what some of this information, here it is here. So we understand what these are, the right rear spring, the customer preferred packages. It starts here. Love to see that. A little curious about what this is, and we'll get into this later. But well, let's start here with the special scheduling conditions 7. So I dropped that over here into ChatGPT, and let's see, here we go. So the results, actually, it looks like I lost those results. So you know what, let's just take this here, copy it, come over here and just simply ask, what does, and I'm going to quote this, mean on a Dodge build sheet. Let's see what it pops out. Alright, so as we can see, it says in Dodge's vehicle production process, the notation special scheduling condition 7 on a build sheet indicates that the vehicle has been assigned priority status. This designation is typically applied when expedited production, the vehicle is scheduled for accelerated production to meet specific deadlines such as auto shows or promotional events, or allocation adjustments. The order is processed outside the standard allocation system, often due to special requests or circumstances. I like the sound of that. So this internal code ensures that the vehicle receives prioritized attention, during the manufacturing process to fulfill particular requirements and commitments. And what's really cool, and I should do an entire different video series on it, but the sourcing it provides, and there's normally a sidebar over here which I've hidden that shows all of its sourcing information. I don't know if you use ChatGPT. I do quite a bit. This is really cool. But going back to the equipment listing, this D1 to D regress, that one sounded a little concerning. And sure enough, if we come up here to the answer it provided, you can see that it says in Dodge's vehicle production process, the D1 and D are specific status codes indicating stages of an order. So I would assume going from one to the other in a regressive fashion would mean that it moved backwards, and that might be due to the delay that we all know about, the 90-day delay due to some issues that had been uncovered during the testing that they were doing on that fleet of test mules that we've all seen photos of appearing in different places or on YouTube and different shorts where someone's seen one sitting in a parking lot. I'm going to do another video on that where I do an analysis of my thoughts on those videos itself. So look forward to that. But here it continues and it says that D1, the order is sequenced for production and an estimated ship date is assigned. And then D, the order has a firm schedule with a serial number assigned, but hasn't yet been sequenced for production. So the term D1 to D regress on a Dodge build sheet signifies that an order initially advanced to D1 status and then reverted back, just as I said, to D. This regression can occur due to various factors such as parts shortages, supply chain disruptions, or other production-related issues. There you go. I think that's directly related to the delay that they announced and pushed things from this summer of 2024 into, and probably well into Q4. We're now, squarely halfway through fall, so who knows when these units will actually start to hit dealers' lots. Hopefully there will be no more delays. I know there are rumors about it. I think that's a whole nother video I should do as well. We'll get into that later. This isn't about speculation. This is about the data in front of us right now. So going back to my build sheet, this one here, the T3AC. So going back to ChatGPT, I asked, what does the T3AC mean on a Dodge build sheet? And it returned this. The T3AC appears to be on some Dodge and Jeep build sheets, but its exact meaning isn't definitively documented. Owners have observed this code listed without a description and a $0 charge. Some speculate, and if you actually go here, let's jump back to what my sales consultant provided. And sure enough, you can see it's listed here, and it does have a $0 charge. So what ChatGPT is providing in its results does align with my own experience and the information I have in front of me. What they're saying is some speculate it might relate to dealer warranty coverage or advertising fees, while others suggest it could pertain to air conditioning specifications. However, these interpretations are not confirmed. Fair enough. For precise information, it's advisable to consult. I think my theory is that, and I don't know, going back here, if I can find it, could this be the first call program benefits, such as the Radford Racing School, the VIP package, the VIP concierge? We don't know. I'll dig into this. If I find out, I'll include an update in another video later on. Back to the build sheet. So here we have this TID reassignment tracking. Interesting results for that one here. I asked, what does that mean? And the results return said, in Dodge's vehicle production process, the term T-ID reassignment tracking on a build sheet refers to the monitoring of changes in the tracking identification assigned to a vehicle order. The TID is a unique identifier used internally to track the vehicle's progress through various stages of production and distribution. Reassignment of this TID may occur due to adjustments in production. We know they probably had a few of those. Scheduling, that for sure. Allocation changes or other logistical considerations. This tracking ensures that any modifications to the vehicle's production or delivery plan are accurately recorded and managed. Fair enough. I think, again, some type of internal code in the comments. If you know, please share. Give me some insights. Help me out here. I'm a little new to this. I've been out of the Mopar world for 10 years now. And so, just knocking off some dust and getting back into digging through this, which I love to do. Sales distribution tracking. I don't think I shared that one here. I did. If we go back up to the schedule C to D tracking, I did ask it about that. And it said that, again, these are related to Dodge's production processes. Schedules D to C on a build sheet indicates that the order has moved from status code D to C. These codes represent specific stages, which C is tentative schedule, and then D is firm schedule. So again, I think this is another item on the build sheet, which I find fascinating to gain some insights into their internal processes as a process architect myself. Clearly, at one point, it had a firm schedule, and then that schedule shift to tentatively. And that's what ChatGPT says here, that it went back to a tentative schedule itself. Nothing too concerning or too surprising. All of this is just, I find, incredibly fascinating. I really do appreciate the work that Pioneer 4x4 did and his sharing of this knowledge and information. One last thing I'll share before I wrap it up is my sales consultant, maybe he wasn't supposed to, that's why I've redacted a lot of stuff, did share, and the reason why he did is I was extremely, I guess, anxious about making sure that I met all of the first call program requirements. And this was back when the deadline was October 31st. We all know now they've pushed that back to November 30th. For a reason I don't know, I'm not going to speculate. I have a whole other video planned where I'll get into that. For good or for better or for worse, we'll see how right I am after that video is uploaded. But again, I just wanted to share this information. I'm really excited about this new car. Very excited to have access to this information and data. And I, again, will spend another video's worth of your time going through this entire build sheet, breaking it down, analyzing each thing. Hopefully maybe there's some interesting surprises in there, and maybe I can compare it to other build sheets that I'm able to find and download as well. So I just want to say thank you again. This is Brandon, and if we're fortunate, we'll see each other in the next upload. Thank you very much.